Greetings, Peacekeepers, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Fleet Admiral Tirek of the Heavy Battlecruiser of Airment, along with my two heavy bombardment cruisers, the Shieldbreaker and Conjunctive. Conjunctive is the new one to the group, so we're currently making enough to do all the crap jobs around the place. But he has significantly increased our firepower, and for the first time in all 3 seasons, we now have a fully kitted out X-type cruiser fleet. So we're bringing some serious firepower to the table. The only thing that really even battleships beat us on is forward shield capability. Quite frankly, when it comes to weapons fire, we can dish out more. But enough of that. Let's get back into what we were doing, which is the War of Pacification against the Gorn Confederation. And as you can see, the southern half of the Gorn Confederation, ours, and the northern half has now been split into quarters, and we are just busy continuing to knock down these last 4 over here before we head back over to the west and deal the final crippling, crushing blow to the last of the Gorn Confederation. So let's get a move on, let's go kick some butt, and let's put out to space. And curiously, no mission there. And no mission there. Are they not able to muster forces? In which case, just give me the tile. Okay, I guess we finally found a patrol here. So let's see what the game's going to throw at us now that we've got a fully kitted out fleet of what is essentially the most powerful ships we can get. I mean, yes, a triple BBX fleet or BBVX fleet would be even more power, but let's not get caught up on semantics. We do have a significantly high BBV, and that's what I'm going to remark on, because it's fun, powerful, and cool. We will start the Wild Weasel production as things stand. We have an escort, HDDC, and that is the Ironsides. I'm going to guess he's a war destroyer? Heavy something. Well, if we just classify DD as the destroyer classification, so Heavy Destroyer Command 3 or C-Type Upgrade 3? Not sure. He does have I-Type rear-firing torpedoes. We're fighting a light cruiser, a Heavy Battle Destroyer, M3... Heavy Medium Battle Destroyer? That doesn't make any sense. Well, Heavy Battle Destroyer M3 refit type. So let's see what we can get involved in. I'm going to order you to fire on my command, because if he's the only one who shows up, we're going to lock weapons and fire all our PPDs at the same time, just for the glorious effect of having 12 PPDs firing on one target from decent-ish range. I would go line abreast, but I'm not going to, because arrowhead formation is way cooler. And I suppose technically heavy bombardment cruisers kind of should be in an arrowhead formation because we want them in that sort of ranged out position. Except that doesn't quite work because the XCA is actually more kitted out as a long-range ship than the heavy bombardment cruisers. Okay, so get this. Heavy bombardment cruiser has 4 PPDs that fire forward and an additional S-type torpedoes which also fire forward. Our S-type torpedoes only fire in the rear arc. So, forward concentrated firepower for an XCB is 4 PPDs and 2 plasma torpedoes. Ours is just 4 PPDs. So we're more kitted out for the long-range fight because we can't get close. Whereas they can because they have more plasma fire than we do. Once again proving the ISC do things really, really weirdly. Okay, they are trailing at about 2, so let's close in and ranging. Oh, so beautiful. Gorgeous. Just, I can't even describe how beautiful that was to me. That was everything I had always hoped that it would be. Congratulations, little fleet. You guys have made me 84 prestige. They're like, yeah, you don't really deserve a reward for that one. I mean, it was just kicking over the little guys. I feel I understand. I wouldn't ask for like awesome stuff for that, but still. I think every time that you pick up brand new powerful ships, it should throw basically a free shot to you, so that you can just feel like an absolute ultimate badass of badassery. We got to speed 15, so we got this phaser capacitor a little bit lower than it normally is. We are going to try and maintain a little bit of a higher speed. We've been sort of chugging along lately, sort of keeping the speed a bit lower so that we can have more power from that phaser capacitor. But if we don't face things bigger than us, I don't think I'm going to bother. Especially now that we've got 12 PPDs that can all fire forward. That's a lot of firepower. Even a range of 15. What do we got? It's a heavy cruiser. It is an Orion or Syndicate heavy cruiser. It is an SAL X3. I'm going to predict 4 to 6 missile launchers And then all phasers. That's my prediction. What do you got for me? Oh, this is an asteroid base assault. I'm thinking, what else will there be? You have grand total of, tell me now, or forever will it dominate your destiny, 6 missiles, and the rest are phasers. So we got that one pretty much down. Don't really need this. I mean, since we're not fighting Gorn. Take a quick moment. We are going to the upper left-hand corner of the map, so we know which way we've got to go. We've got prepped the Wild Weasel. We're not going to use the Wild Weasel because all he's got is missiles, and I've got, well, 6 D-type plasma torpedoes in a wedge formation. So, slow down. We're going to invert. We're going to go for the inverted chevron. And that way we're all sort of prepped up. So come forward. This will get us into the most advantageous position for me to basically chill out and not have to worry about taking fire. And back up to speed. Now that we're all in position, all in range, stand by fire control. And they are positioned 2.25 ahead of us. Engage with all weapons. You may fire when ready. Yes. Just yes. No other words can describe, just yes. That was a heavy cruiser. We deleted it. Now, granted, we are 3 X-type heavy cruisers, but still, that was beautiful. Just, oh, I'm in love with having a full fleet of these guys. It's just so much fun. Alright, we're going to go line abreast. And I'm going to position myself in the middle of the line abreast, please. Come back over here, Shieldbreaker. You're on my starboard side. And the reason why we're going to try for line abreast is I want to see if I can make you, like, stay next to me and I'll fire at range. Because we've never actually fully successfully achieved that before. So we're going to set up a range of about 15 to 20, probably closer to 15. It's only an asteroid base. He'll have 4 phaser 4s and 4 phaser 3s. I don't think he's got enough firepower to actually punch through our shields. So we should do relatively well. And we're going to get reasonably close to him. Just sit there and fire our PPDs. He has no shields. He's just down to armor. So any damage we deal, he's got to deal with. So range of 22. Let's slow down. Oh, they are in maximum range for firing their weapons. And slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Here we go. We stop. All bits fire. You may engage at will. No, you can't actually. Okay. So if I don't give you guys a target, you get lost. Just continue to kill. Oh, we took out the important systems. Yeah, he's got nothing left. And this ought to end you. Yeah, just bullying the base. Now, I wouldn't try that with a base station. I still don't think we have enough firepower to handle one of those. I don't think it's possible to get enough firepower to handle like an actual sector command post. I'm pretty sure that's outside the realm of possibility for any normal player to be able to get, because that's more than what 3 ships can handle. But, you know, asteroid bases we can bully. Heck, asteroid bases we can bully on our own, so it's not a huge achievement. Hit that red alert. It's a light cruiser. It's a Gorn light cruiser. Prepare that. Kick that down a notch. And increase speed. Up to a speed of, what are we going to get this time? According to the roulette, we're down to 14. Unfortunately, we are 0.1 too high in order to go up to that 15. Reinforce. Forward shielding. Thank you. Forward weapons selected. We're going to maintain our chevron formation, and we got a frigate and a light cruiser, so let's just take a look at what these are. BDD, so a Battle Destroyer X refit, and that key. Heavy Battle Destroyer X-type partial refit 3, and a freighter. Okay, you came to the wrong neighborhood, buddy. It's like those times when your friends invite you to something and you realize that you were in no way prepared for what you just got invited to. Either that or... Oh, that's an interesting thought. Okay, so maybe these guys are trying to do deep raids. After all, they are, like, technically behind our lines, because our lines do engulf them, after all. So they're acting in a submarine role. So they're striking behind the lines, and then they come back to their tender. They probably restock on shuttles and foodstuffs and the like. And yeah, that's how that works. Coming up with in-game lore reasons, left, right, and center. Gotta get a little bit closer. And shoot, shoot, fire! Oh, we missed some. Okay, you're badly damaged, but you're not dead. And I want you to be dead. You're still not dead. Okay, how about now can you die? Okay, he's dead now. I'm gonna free you up to shoot whatever you want. Actually, no. We're gonna focus the BDDX. He's the guy we gotta kill. Because the freighter is pointless. So we're gonna turn nice and steadily over towards him. And the reason why we didn't kill him just in one shot is because... luck of the draw, but also probably because we didn't overload our phasers. If we had, he'd probably be dead just in one pass. He's got 60 damage potential in his forward weapons. All weapons select. There we go. And the entirety of his fiery power was not able to pierce Conjunctive's shields. I just want to put that out there. Conjunctive just waded through that fire and was like, "You what, mate? I don't even care." We're going to be too close. We will not be able to fire PPDs. So, all other weapons, fire. No other weapons were ready. Okay, there go the heavy phasers. And now, a high energy turn. Will the G-type phasers? Yes, they will. Oh, there's our turn. And we didn't get around in time. For once, our kill got stolen. That's some interesting shaped debris, given what I know the freighter looks like. Closing session, what do we get for it? $1 million in cash? No, probably like less than 100. 154. Okay, that's better than I thought it was going to be. And you are the last of the cleanups. So, Patrol, who was the last group of Gorn that was currently trying to hide behind our lines? I'd be interested to know this. Ready? Hit that red alert. We've got targets. Light cruiser, frigate. Okay. Interesting. Wouldn't have quite done it this way, guys. But, cheers on you for thinking you can do it. So, once again, we are deprived. Actually, we're deprived even more. We're only at a speed of 13. But let's take a look at what these guys are. We're going to my command only, because timing PPDs is just too much fun. Another battle frigate, and a light cruiser escort. Okay, that ought to be interesting. Oh, and a dreadnought. Okay, now we've made things really interesting. What kind of dreadnought are you? Oh, no, no, no! This is a battleship! Okay. Yeah. So, I've been kind of thinking, hey, maybe we should get, like, a real contest, because we're just knocking over light guys. And I think the game was listening to my thoughts, because he's like, oh, yeah? You have a battleship. See how you do with that one. Gee, game. Thanks. Now, can we kill it? Yes. Can we kill it with escorts? Yes. Can we kill it without losing a ship? Most likely. Can we kill it without taking damage? Fuck no. We're gonna take damage. There's gonna be too much plasma coming in too many directions. We're taking damage. We're also gonna keep on top of this, and we also desperately need to start reinforcing that forward shield. Forward shield. Do the reinforce. Thank you. Do that thing. Alright, all ships select, prepare for mast fire. Fire, fire, now. Okay, so the frigate's down. Escort! The escort is the next ship. We're going to close into reasonable range. Oh, I did not fire all of my PPDs. Excellent. So I will have 2 more PPDs to fire at this guy. Should probably pick up a little bit of speed. I will take from my bank just a little bit to go up to a speed of 14. He's dumped his interceptors. Dropped a wild weasel. We will evade 2 R-type torpedoes. Plink, plink. And then I will do that. I probably should have waited, but, you know, I didn't want to. You guys are now free to shoot on your own recognizance. Just blow them up. The sooner the better, guys, though. Oh, I didn't even realize we had a friend. Hi, Gambler. You're tiny. Now the sensor decoy is ready. Okay, so we will not be completely screwed. Did you fire at me? No, I don't think so. Any weapons available, please? Okay, come to starboard. We're going to hit him with the rear. Let's give him the stinger. And give him the other stinger. Okay, he's dead. Let's focus on him, because he could be dangerous. All ships, focus fire. Let's bring him down. Or whale hunting. We didn't punch through his shields with that. That, quite frankly, does kind of actually scare me just a little bit. All up in select on overload. Wasn't enough. Okay. Interceptors. Let's give these guys the business. And we'll bounce this off of this shield. Thank you. Phasers. No, we'll just let these... We'll let the D-type phasers work on it. Or the D-type phasers. No, the D-type defensive plasma torpedo. Ow. He took some hits. And we're still firing for some reason. No PPDs are available to us at this moment. We're going to soar through this away and provide a little bit of supporting fire. Do I have any forward energy for my shields? I do not. So let's cut down the speed just a little bit. I'm not going to have enough energy to fire at the phasers on full power. That's not cool. So we're going to tell it, okay, it's time to sap from the energy budget quite a bit. I need phasers back badly. Oh, you're revealing an opening to me. Most likely it hit his warp coils from this position. We're going to fire into a retreating side. We're really hoping to give him a penalty to his ability to actually charge weapons. And the more shots you put into an enemy's rear, the greater chance you have of hitting warp coils, which is really good for that sort of thing. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Words just, oh, wave after wave after wave of plasma. And not little balls of plasma either. No, we're chucking tsunami tidal wave style things at the enemy and saying, hey buddy, deal with this. And you know how he deals with it? We get in nice and close and we don't kill him. Okay, I was hoping that would kill you. But I guess, you know, you are, after all, the biggest, baddest, heaviest... Oh, wow! That was a surprise, man. Well played. Well fought. You didn't lose your shields. You didn't lose your shields. Ha-ha! Oh, the Wolfpack got by without any damage. And a nice, beautiful shot of all three of us. Oh. Is he actually in this sector? He is! Okay. So there's actually this dreadnought is here. So if we run on this, we will probably run into another one. So this is an actual ship, I think. It's a freighter! Oh my god, what are we going to do? Increase speed. We will also come over here, prep this. We're in excellent shape. Freighter. 2 freighters. Are you trying to escape or something? We are supported by the Warbride, some syndicate ships, and the Warbride. Okay, you guys probably should have coordinated. He came wearing the same ship name. A little embarrassing. I get that you're pirates and you probably have, like, changeable transponders, but just for future idea, maybe don't name your ships the exact same thing. We are being intercepted, of course, by an X-type ship, an XSC, so a scout craft. So it is designed to, you know, dive out towards us and figure out all kinds of information and spy on us, that sort of thing, before we're returning home to report things. I'm going to guess that you don't have a Plasma X. You might, but I don't think you do. So there were 2.5 plasma weapons that were introduced in the X-type series of ships, or at least for this game, so Orion Pirates X-type series of ships. One is the Plasma X, which you don't have. The other is the Plasma Snare, which I don't know what they named that as. If I saw it, I would recognize it because it wouldn't be one that we normally see. And then also the Plasma, I guess it's like a turntable? I'm trying to remember what they call it, because it's got a name, which is basically just a gigantic turret for plasma. I'm going to see if I can just kill him with this. So it's just a basic turret, and basically what it gives you is it gives you like a 270-degree arc of fire for your plasma weaponry. It's really cool. It's really powerful. He's tougher than the average. Okay, but he's not that tough. I want to focus on you anyway, because you know you're an X ship. X ships are dangerous. Freighters, not so much. So we're all locked on target, right? Right, guys? And debris flying by, right by the camera, giving us a nice perspective shot. Fire! Fire! You are now cleared to shoot all the things. That's just beautiful. I think I've remarked on that every single time I've done it, and the reason is because it's beautiful every single time I do it. Because X-type ships are beautiful, no matter what you say. Your words won't keep them down. Just because you think they're incredibly cheesy and probably broke the game doesn't mean that they're not beautiful. Also, thinking about it, X-type ships are the only ways you can get an Akula class in Orion Pirates Plus mod. So, just as a side tangent, which we so very commonly do on this, so the Akula class, which is the Federation destroyer in the normal game that has the two nacelles located one above the saucer and one below the saucer, is my favorite destroyer design. It's very cool. And in the original game, it fills the role of some early light cruisers and all of the destroyers. Orion Pirates Plus replaces it with the Saladins and the 3 nacelle versions and the 4 nacelle versions when it added in a whole bunch of new ships. And so the only time you'll actually run into an Akula class anymore is if you run into an Akula Mark III, which is an X ship. And dear goodness, are we not... Can we take this territory already? Convoy raid, that'll be the end of it. This is just a stubborn territory, man. It's a wildfire. Maximum alert. Those look like our freighters. What the heck, man? We have discovered one of the freighters. It's not our, apparently, even though it clearly is. Those are our freighters. These are ISC freighters. You can tell because they got the. They've basically got a destroyer on the front, or a frigate or a destroyer or something on the front. They're just tugging a giant box, and that's how you know it's ISC, because it's basically our ships. Increase speed as much as we dare, and we're going to get a whole bunch back because the phaser capacitor is done charging, which on an X-type ship, the phaser capacitor eats so much power. How much power? So much power. We're looking at a HBR, a heavy battle rig? Heavy battle raider, that's it. And a, the War Bride. And the War Bride. Hey, it's the War Brides again! You guys, with your identically named ships. Probably should have noticed that. He is, of course, fighting the fog, so let's go watch the fog get the crap beaten out of it. Because, actually, it's a heavier ship. It's a Lyran ship with an R-type torpedo. But when I say Lyran, I mean it's got an expanding sphere generator. That's purely what I mean by that. Not like, actually, like it's commanded by Lyrans. It just has an ESG. ESGs are cool. I wonder how much damage we can deal with 3 X-type ships in the middle of a convoy. Yeah, this is going to take us a little while, so we're just watching their fight go on for a little while. And there's the ESG. Oh, he's maneuvering to evade, and he does escape out of the ring because the fog pulled back for reasons not quite known. Yes, he is lacking his shields on the front port quarter, but still, he had an opportunity to really rake him over the coals with this ESG. Still, the 2 ships are circling in, and he is revealing that side again, but it's quite clear that the heavy battle raider has a maneuverability advantage. Will he be able to take full advantage of it? Not really. They're sort of slowly circling. So this ESG is being completely and totally wasted. The War Bride taking a couple of pot shots through, dropping mines on top of him, one of the most annoying tactics in this game. And hey, it actually happened. The War Bride was able to get hit by the ESG of the fog. We're almost in among them. We should probably pay attention to what we're doing. We're still not quite among them. So we'll keep watching these guys as they continue to circle around each other. Not really doing any maneuvers. I would hazard a guess that the fog might have its R-type torpedo ready yet. I haven't seen it fire yet, but our torpedoes are ready. So by this point in the fight, people should be packing torpedoes. So do not be surprised at all if you suddenly see a gigantic red ball of death fly from the fog. Unless, upon close sensor checks, we see that no, the R-type torpedo is not yet ready. Oh, it's us. We're on. Fire this torpedo. This torpedo, please. Thank you. And fire this torpedo. And then target him. And we'll go with the starboard one. Boom. 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 What's left? You. So we'll turn towards you. You have everything under control, right, War Bride? Yep, it looks like War Bride did get fired up on by the fog's R-type plasma torpedo, but it was dumped with a Wild Weasel successfully. as the Warbride sits there at, well, 0 speed. Yep, there he's picked up speed now. Warbride has an opportunity to go for the ram. Is he going to be able to make it? If he doesn't turn harder than that, he's going to be in some trouble. But no, it looks like Warbride's acceleration is quite poor. The Fog able to get in there, rip open the shields, no problem at all right there. All of them select. You're dead. Now we can focus on the real fight that matters. Long-range incoming fire coming from the X-type fleet as they lay down some fire. Not particularly effective. Warbride, the range was not really all that long. Oh no, this is distance from us. So yeah, the range is about 30 at this point. 25-ish. So the two ships right on top of each other. Both have taken some pretty significant damage. Warbride is actually equipped with a Hellbore cannon, which should be ready to fire at any moment. And when he does, that Hellbore cannon is going to fire right into the unprotected side. Focuses on the weakest shield. If the weakest shield is nothing, it hits right through on the hull. Very effective piece of kit. He also has 4 phasers available to fire. I don't know why he's not shooting. But more incoming supporting fire from the X-fleet. I'm going to... yeah, that's me. Oh, can't shoot you. I can shoot you! So, supporting fire coming in from the ISC as they swoop on in. Not doing anything complex or difficult to work with. And it looks like it's just a matter of time at this point. And the enemy pirate fleet is destroyed, along with their convoy of stolen ISC vessels. Remember, kids, piracy doesn't pay. Because when you steal stuff, we will blow that stuff up to make sure that you don't get to have it. Because if it ain't ours, nobody gets it. And we still haven't taken this tile! Dear goodness! Empire Defense was 2. It was 2 last time. Well, anyway, though, we've hit the end of an episode. We are fighting over the most stubborn resistance of the Gorn Syndicate forces in this area. This lone tile has held out against, well, basically everything we've been throwing at it. So it's going to take a little bit longer. We won't get over to the western side of the remaining Gorn quarter until next episode, it seems. But anyway, I've been Tirak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.